We all struggle, but I've spent the last 20 years of my life trying to figure out how is it that some people overcome that struggle so much more easily than other people. I mean, how is it, I've wondered, that some people seem to generate so much energy within that despite their life circumstances, where they come from, their background, their challenges, that something within them is able to keep them focused, keep them driven towards their dreams, keep them resilient when problems happen? How is it they're living a different quality of life than other people who have the same challenges or even worse? How do they break through their comforts and find that stride in life where they feel like they're living the fully charged life, where they have these habits and these routines and these disciplines that they're running in their life, so they're getting better results and frankly living a better experience than others? Hey guys, it's Brendon Burchard, author of the New York Times bestselling book, The Motivation Manifesto, and founder of High Performance Academy, where we teach you how do you get your mind, your body, your day's activities, and your people skills all in alignment so you can perform at your best in every area of your life, your personal life, your well-being, your social relationships, as well as what you do for work or career or contribution. In this video, I'm gonna share with you my famous 5x50 formula for increasing your productivity by 30% every single week while not working anymore and while also at the same time decreasing your stress. So imagine if in 1 week you could increase your productivity, your effectiveness, your ability to perform by 30%, but you're working less and your stress is going down at the same time. Is this hyperbole? No. Fortunately, this is all based on recent performance studies, science, and it will help you understand where you're kind of ruining your life and where you're really advancing it. Now, most people think I'm gonna start here when we start talking about productivity. They think about their laptop, they think about their inbox, and we'll get to that. But you know, this is gonna come second because your inbox is nothing but a convenient organizing system of other people's agendas. We are not gonna start your productivity every single day focused on your computer just yet. We gotta turn that thing off and we have to focus on your life. And so the 5x50 formula that I want to introduce to you is something that, frankly, I had to figure out in my own life for the same reasons you're probably watching this videos, right? We're all very busy. You're stressed. You've got your work, you've got your career or your contributions, you've got those passions, those things that you really want to do. You've got family, you've got, mouths to feed, mortgages to pay, but you also have high ambitions in this life, People who watch our high performance work, I love you already if you're watching this because you've been dedicated to your personal development, but you also know that your life story could easily go like this for a very long time, where things stay stagnant, sometimes boring. You wake up one day, you feel restless or frustrated, and you're not even sure why. You're not having some kind of midlife crisis, you're just kind of having a moment, You're trying to figure out, what is my life about now? You're trying to figure out, how can I live a little bit more joyously and peacefully? You're trying to figure out, how can I connect back with my heart, back with my humanity, back with my relationships, back in the moment so I can deepen the experience of my life and enjoy it while still advancing my life. And I think that's the modern dilemma. The modern dilemma is, how do we advance our lives forward while deepening our experience and relationship to the moment and to those around us, so that we can enjoy and experience and engage with what's in front of us, life now, but also know that we're building a future that we can be proud of, that we can take care of our kids, that we can have our dream lives, that we can know that what we've left behind is significant and important. All of that raises a very fundamental challenge. What do we do today? How do we get more out of each and every single day? And I don't just mean more productivity, type A, I accomplished 30% more tasks today, look at me. I mean, how do you get more out of life? How do you feel the fullness of life while, yes, outproducing your competition, while, yes, completing your art, while, yes, moving forward towards your dreams? Life should be an extraordinarily enjoyable experience, not just when you accomplish something, but day by day by day. The fortunate thing, that what we've learned and taught and now proven as a science at High Performance Academy, is that we can take any given person and help them do that. We can help get more sanity into your life, and we can finally figure out those little things that you can do. what we call high performance habits that allow you to become more engaged, more energized, and more productive. So let's jump into this 5x50 formula. Here's all this is. I'm gonna give you 5 habits that each revolve around the 50-minute mark of the day or require 50 minutes of your day. Well positioned, these 5 marks, these 5 50-minute segments will absolutely guaranteed increase your productivity each week by 30%. Now, I'm fortunate to share this with you. I've been blessed to work with, some of the highest performing people in the world, from multiple billionaires to multiple Olympians, to highly ambitious moms, to world-class entrepreneurs, to entrepreneurs who are just starting and figuring out their stuff. We all have the same challenge. How do I manage my day? How do I tactically arrange my life in a way that I can get the best of who I am out into the world and enjoy life? So number 1, the first of the 5 50s, you're gonna like it. You're gonna actually like 3 of them. The other 2, you won't like so much. Lots of discipline there. But this first one, you'll like. All I want you to do is, whatever you're sleeping right now, I want to increase how much you sleep by 50 minutes per night. That's your first 5x50. 50 minutes more of sleep. That's it. If you slept, 6.5 hours last night, then you know what? Now I want you to make sure you sleep 7 hours and 10 minutes, right? I want you to go for that 50-minute marks of more sleep. Matter of fact, make sure tonight when you go to bed, say, you know what would it be required for me to get 50 more minutes of sleep? And I want you to ask this question as often as you can. How can I get 50 more minutes of sleep? Now, I know that's so basic, but we also know most of the world is not sleeping enough. And you might be one of these people who lie to yourselves, or maybe you know people who've been lying to you in the marketplace who say, oh, no, you can make it off of 4 hours of sleep. You know what, 6 hours of sleep, no problem. No, if you're sleeping 4 to 6 hours a night and that's it, you're effectively drunk the next day. And that's not my guess, that's science. Your cognitive scores, both in terms of your cognitive ability to perform in tests and on routine things, as well as handle life challenges, as well as your stress levels, all directly move around how much sleep you had last night. And I know that's so simple. And starting with that, it's easy for you to stop this video. I know it. Because you're, okay, I got that, Brendon. But you probably don't. Matter of fact, 90% of people don't have their sleep in lock. They don't have a regular routine of sleep that they're getting. And because they don't have that regular routine set up, their emotions the next day are frazzled. Their cognitive ability is frazzled. Their ability to deal with stress is frazzled. Their ability to focus over duration of hours decreases. Matter of fact, this one bothers a lot of people, but did you know if we can increase your sleep by just another 50 minutes, then tomorrow your cognitive scores will also increase by 20%. That means we're effectively making you 20% more mentally capable of handling tomorrow. Most people are sleeping, 6.5, 7 hours, maybe, but not on a consistent basis. But if we can move you up in that 7-8 hour range, all the science, by the way, all the science proves that your ability in terms of your cognitive capabilities, as well as your motor reflexes and your memory recall, all go up. But most people, they say, Brendon, 6 hours is fine. I've been doing that for years. I'm used to it. It's not about being used to it. And some people say, well, Brendon, Navy SEALs, they can get away with, 2-3 hours of sleep and perform fine. And the reality is, no, they can't. And you're not a Navy SEAL. And if you are, you knew and you remember what it felt like when you had to do Hell Week. It was awful. I have Navy SEALs as clients. I know exactly what they go through. And I wouldn't want to go through it personally, but in hearing their testimony, hearing their description, there's a reason they call it Hell Week. Living on little to no sleep and high stress is called hell. And most people are subjugating themselves to that experience every single day. Now, to get to a point where you could possibly function at that hour of 5-6 hours of sleep on a continual basis would require tremendous amounts of performance training, tremendous amounts of supplementation, and tremendous amounts of will, desire, and social support. Most of us don't have that, and most of us don't need it. And over the long term, it doesn't work. Yes, someone could do that for a week. Yes, sometimes you've been in that situation where you just crushed it for 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 5 a week, maybe 2 weeks you went on no sleep. Or maybe you're a parent and you're like, dude, I went 9 months with no sleep. I know that lots of people can do it. The human being can survive doing it, but they cannot thrive emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. And very few areas of human performance has been studied as much as sleep. We've got over 50 years of sleep science pointing to the fact if you're not getting 7 or 8 hours of sleep, then you are challenged in every possible way. How do high performers get ahead? They sleep more. Make sure 50 more minutes of sleep. Try it. Tomorrow, not only will you feel better, but if you can get that all week, 50 more minutes, all week, you'll be like, I can't believe how I feel. Those 50 minutes need to move you up to that 8-hour mark. You need to train yourself. How do you do it? Make sure in the 50 minutes prior to going to bed, no screens. That means no phone, no TV, no laptop. But Brendon, I need the TV to fall asleep. No, you don't. You've taught yourself to use the TV to fall asleep. Everything you do is conditioned. You've conditioned yourself into a habit, but we know there's other habits that could support even more performance. And that's what we teach at High Performance. What are the extra little things we can do that world-class athletes do, world-class CEOs, the highest paid, highest performing people in the world? What do they do? They're just doing these things, these extra little high performance habits. No screens 50 minutes before sleep at all, okay? So simple. I know you can do that. Make sure that you also expose yourself to lower lighting levels. Make it a little darker. Calm yourself down. Whatever you need to do, calm yourself down at 50 minutes before sleep. You already know what to do. It's just that people don't do it with enough discipline. Common sense is not always common practice, and that's why so many great people struggle. They kind of know what to do, or they've had a rhythm, they've done some good things in their lives, and then they start to shut down because they start compromising on basic principles. Your sleep is a basic principle. That's the first 5 by 50 in the formula. The second one you're gonna love. It's difficult, but if you'll do it, everything will shift. That's what happens now after you sleep. What do you do in that first 50 minutes of the day? We call it the 50-minute power block. It's so simple, you're gonna love this one. All I want you to do is get up in the morning, drink lots of water, and for 20 minutes, I want you to stretch. That's it. Get up in the morning, drink lots of water, and stretch for 20 minutes. That might mean you do a 20-minute simple yoga routine. That might mean you do basic calisthenics. For some of you, if you want to work out, if you want to do a 20-minute HIIT training, do it, that's fine too. But I want you to do something where you physically engage and then you stretch, literally stretch. Lay on the ground, stretch. Go through basic poses of stretch, whether it's in yoga or whatever way you've learned to stretch. Stretch, okay? Warm yourself up as much as you want. Do any workout that you want, but end it with a significant stretching routine. When your body is flexible and open, you're gonna crush each day. Your lungs are open, your body feels loose, that tension isn't building up day after day after day after day after day. So that first 20 minutes, I just get some water, get a workout in if you want, but stretch. So that leaves what, 30 minutes left. What are you gonna do in that 30 minutes? You are not going to do what most people do. They open up their laptop or they check their phone. Did you know we've proven in science that if you check your inbox or any social media in the first 30 to 60 minutes a day, and that's how you start every day. For 7 days, you check in your inbox or into social media in the first hour. Guess what happens to your productivity? Goes down. Guess how much? 30%. If all I did in this video said, dude, sleep a little bit more, and the first hour of your day, don't check your inbox, we've already won, and we're only on the second part of this formula. That's all I would have to say. Sleep more, don't check your inbox in the first hour of the day. Now, most people say, that's impossible, Brendon. I got emergencies. I'm very important. You don't understand. I'm an important person. And I say, yes, if you're important, then isn't it worth getting 30% more productivity out of your week? Think about that. The way to do it is not check in. Remember, when you check in to your inbox, your phone in the morning, what you're doing is you're checking in, you're giving permission, you're checking into the world's needs, the world's challenges, the world's false emergencies, and you are checking out of strategic living. You are checking out of proactivity and going into the world of reaction. Remember, your inbox is nothing but a convenient organizing system of other people's agendas. When you open up that inbox, it's what everybody else wants. It's what everybody else desires. And if you jump in there, you're reacting, you're reacting, you're reacting, you're reacting. What happens? Day after day, week after week, month after month, your life becomes a life of reaction. And people who live a life of reaction never leave a life that becomes legendary. They can't. So what do you need to do? Unless you are a customer service person and it is truly your job to reply to customer service, then I say, especially if you're an entrepreneur, you're a highly ambitious person, you run a company, you've got a team, you've got to train the team, I'm not going to reply in the first hour at work. What are you going to do? Okay, we already told you what to do with 20 minutes. Workout, stretch. The next 30 minutes is strategy. On this page, you're going to see the download to what we call the one-page productivity sheet. I want you to download it. That's what you're going to do for 30 minutes. That's it. You're going to plan your day. The one-page productivity sheet has been used by over 500,000 people on a daily basis. And it's profound. It's one of our most famous tools at High Performance Academy. And what you do when you download it, you'll see there's 3 rows on the sheet. Top row is your projects. What are the major projects I'm working on in my life? There's usually 3 to 5. What are the major things I would have to do to move forward in each of those major projects? Now, that doesn't mean you're going to do all of those today. That just means you're starting your day strategically reminding yourself, what are the big things I'm working on again? What do I need to do to move forward again? Big picture stuff. Second row you'll see is the people row. The people row on this download is going to teach you 2 simple things. There's 2 columns you'll see. One column is, these are the people I need to reach out to, right? You think of like, okay, if I'm going to advance my life, who do I need to email? Who do I need to call? Who do I need to reach out to today? The other column says, who are you waiting on a decision from? Who are you waiting on a decision from? Like you're waiting on Sally to tell you, the PowerPoint's been approved, go ahead. Or maybe you're waiting on somebody to say, hey, here's this piece of information you've been needing to move ahead. But that's important. You need to understand, who do I need to reach out to today to make sure I get what I need? The bottom row is priorities. What must happen this day if I'm going to move my life forward? Absolutely must happen. Not just a to-do list, a priority list. This must happen no matter what. And you gotta have at least 3 things on there that must happen. That's your actual work for the day. Anything that's not on the sheet is reacting to the world. Everything on that sheet is what is moving your life forward. That middle row, people say, but Brendon, when the hell can I get to my email? Dude, you're freaking me out, because they're so addicted, right? When you finally do go to work at some point during the day, in terms of checking your inbox, here's how you do it. Open up your inbox, sort it. Sort it by the from column, who sent you emails. And what are you doing? You're gonna look for those people you're waiting a decision on. Did who you need to hear from contact you? Have they sent you an email? Have they sent you a voicemail? If they haven't, you move them into that column that says, here's people I need to reach out to. Sally, I haven't got that presentation back from you. She's your first email. The people you need to reach out to, those are your first emails. See, I don't ever now at this point in my life get to the end of the day and go, oh, I forgot to email somebody. Because my first actions in the day are to email everybody I need to email. Before I reply to a single email, I've emailed everybody I need to email for the day. It keeps me on track, and it will keep you on track. That's your second 550, right? All I want you to do, it's so simple, 50 minutes in the morning. Get up, drink some water, work out or stretch for 20 to 30 minutes if you want to, but then at least 20 minutes on the one-page productivity sheet, thinking strategically about your day. If you'll do that, just these 2 things, sleep, get up, work out, one-page productivity, so you're strategic about the day. We already won. You're already at 30% increased effectiveness and efficiency, productivity each day, and we can prove it by tons of data points of science from our own, what we do at High Performance Academy, which we'll invite you to at some point, to what you've seen out there in performance studies, neuroscience, positive psychology, social psychology. We know these things work. It's so simple. It's so simple. Now let's get a little more advanced. The third 550, right? The third one. The first one, sleep. Second one is one-page productivity, strategic flexibility. Third, Here it is, so simple. 50-minute blocks of time. We call them block time. You need to pick each 50 minutes of your day and know what those are going to be. And you need to have those 50 minutes uninterrupted. Like this is the time, now you don't have to do this every 50-minute block of time throughout the entire day. But I tell people, if you don't have 3 50-minute blocks of time that are blocked for work, for creative contribution, that's the time you're gonna do that. No meetings. This does not count meetings. This is a 50-minute block of time where you do nothing but create, do work, advance ideas. Maybe it's another 50 minutes over here. Think, create, do work, uninterrupted. That means the phone is off. You're not like doing the work, oh, I'll check my email. Alarms, alerts, maybe even your inbox is closed. All you're doing during 50-minute bouts, think about it, it's like a sprint. It's 50 minutes of genius where all you do is focus on creating things. That's it. That's all I want you to do. Block time. Every day it's gotta be on there. 1, 2, or 3 blocks. The more creative and effective you get in your life, the more blocks those should happen. Great writers take significant blocks of times, right? 50 minutes, 50 minutes, 50 minutes, 50 minutes. Now the fourth secret here is telling you, well, why only 50 minutes, Brendon? Why not 60 or 90-minute blocks of time? Because that's the fourth secret. Every 50 minutes, I want you to stop whatever you're doing. I want you to stand up. I want you to get some water, and I want you to stretch. Or do something that opens up your body. For some people, they'll do some Qigong or Tai Chi. Some people, they'll just stand. They'll close their eyes. They'll bounce in place and breathe in deeply. Some people, they'll stand up. They'll go for a walk around the building, a walk around the block, a walk around the house, a walk around the office. They'll stand up. They'll pick up the cat. They'll pet the cat for 10 minutes. I don't care what you do. You're absolutely do whatever you want to do. But I need to make sure that you take a break every 50 minutes. We've proven in high performance studies, it's so simple. Listen to this. If you take a break every 50 minutes, you become more effective, more creative, more lighthearted in terms of less stress throughout the day. And yes, you get more done. It's so simple. The mind doesn't work really great over 90-minute periods of time, right? It just doesn't. It needs a break, right? It really needs a break. So when do you give it? Some people say, I'll do it 90 minutes. Some people do it 75, some do it 60. Here's what I want you to do. Take out your phone next time you sit your butt down. Set a timer on it for 50 minutes. See, I know when I'm working, like if I'm gonna do any creative endeavor, or whether it's writing or replying to email, if that's the block time, your email can be block time. My email is block time. There's a 50-minute block or 2 during the day, depending on what I'm doing, where I'm doing email. That's all I'm doing. Boom, crushing through emails for 50 minutes, right? No distractions, not doing anything else, not doing email and then Twitter. No, all I'm doing is that block of time. Boom, just add it. That's what I want you to teach yourself to do. Set that timer, sit down, work uninterrupted for 50 minutes, doing whatever it is, whether it's on the computer, it's painting, it's art, it's crafting something at the whiteboard. That buzzer goes off. Get up, water, stretch. It can be as simple as a 2 to 3 minute stretch. Sit back down and go at it. If you're really on a roll, you don't lose ideas. Also, don't get up and now take 15 minutes messing around over here, messing around, just doing a bunch of dumb stuff. It doesn't give you license to do distraction. It gives you license to get up, hydrate, move around your body, stretch. When you sit back down, your body be open and so will your mind. So the fourth thing, all I want you to do is set your timer on your phone every 50 minutes, get up and move around. I know it's so basic, but remember, common sense is not common practice. Too many people are sitting for 2 hours and they go, I feel horrible and I feel tired. I don't know what's going on. I must need a Starbucks. You don't need a Starbucks. You needed to get your butt up at that last 50-minute demarcation line and move. Get some energy in your body. Get some oxygen in your lungs and in your brain. You'll feel much better. It will renew you throughout the day, these 50-minute things. People are like, how do you have so much energy, dude? Well, I have so much energy because I'm constantly, every 50 minutes, re-energizing myself. And I know you can do the same. Okay, last one. I love this one. The fifth piece here. So simple. I need you to take a 50-minute renewal in the day as well. What do I mean by that? 50 minutes of time during the day you need to renew. That means different things for people, but they need to be significant, a chunk of time, 50 minutes. Now you can break it up if you want. Some people break it up and here's what they'll do. They'll do it, and this is what I recommend. They'll do a 30-minute walk, maybe it's in the middle of the afternoon or at the end of the day, and they'll do a 20-minute meditation, right? 20-minute meditation. That's what I'm gonna recommend that you do here. Okay, that's only 50 minutes of the time each day. It's just based on renewal. And what I want you to do is do exactly that. 30 minutes every day, go for a walk. I don't care where it is. Can it be in the middle of the afternoon? Can it be the end of the day? I highly recommend, if you've never tried it at the end of the day, try it. When you come home, even maybe before you walk in the house, if you're really stressed out, just put your stuff in the car, lock it, go on a walk for 30 minutes. Come back, grab the stuff, go in the house. You'll find yourself so much more mentally clear, so much more present, so much more relieved from stress. And then the second thing I want you to do is find a point during the day, 20 minutes of meditation. That's it. Maybe it's at the end of one of your 50-minute focus blocks where you just go, you know what, it's been pretty intense now, and all I want you to do, it's so simple. If you've never done a meditation before, try the release meditation technique. You can see it from me on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. I think we've now taught over 1 million people to meditate in the release meditation technique. All it is, close your eyes, sit up dignified, take a few nice deep breaths in, and then repeat this mantra to yourself. And the mantra is the word release. So you'd close your eyes, you'd say, release, 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 release. You take the mantra inward, you'd repeat the word release on that similar rhythm in your mind with your eyes closed, and just do that for 20 minutes. That's it. Now you might have another meditative practice, do that. Maybe someone said, just close your eyes and focus on your breath for 20 minutes. I'm like, go for it. I found the release meditation out of all the meditations I've tried. For me personally, it's been the most powerful because that signifies for me, release the tension in my body and release any thoughts that come up. Even though lots of thoughts come up, I just notice that they're there and I let them go. I don't follow them down the foxhole. I just let them go. I'm like, oh wow, look, I'm thinking about gravy. Let it go. Oh wow, I'm thinking about my family. Cool, let it go. I observe the thought and I let it go, and I come back to the word release. That's all I do for 20 minutes. So that's it. That's the last of the 5 by 50. It's 15 minutes built in each day renewal. My recommendation to you is it's a 30-minute walk at some point during that day. If you want, it could be a 30-minute workout, but I would say the workout it is wonderful. I want you to find another time to do the workout. I prefer the renewal to be a casual stroll where you're just calming yourself down. Maybe it's a jog if that's what you want to do, but here's the thing. It's 30 minutes outside. 30 minutes outside. Then the 20-minute meditation can be wherever you want. That's it. So this is the 5 by 50 formula. It's very, very simple. 1, get 50 more minutes of sleep tomorrow. 2, very simple. The power block, the 50-minute power block in the morning where you're 20 minutes of just water stretching, and then 30 minutes of your 1-page productivity. Then 50-minute block times. Find 1, 2, or 3 block times where that's scheduled, where you are doing uninterrupted, doing absolutely nothing but a focused task, 50 minutes. At the end of that 50 minutes, that moves us to the 4th tip. At the end of that 50 minutes, get up, get some water, stretch. It could be 1, 2 minutes, could be 10-minute break. I don't care what it is. Could be the 20-minute meditation then, doesn't matter. Come back, get back at it. 50-minute blocks of time. We call it block time. And then the last thing, it's so simple. It's just that renewal. 30 minutes somewhere for a walk, 20 minutes for meditation. I hope you'll give these a try. Now, I know if any of these sound common sense, you're like, yeah, I've done some of those, Brendon. I'm like, cool. Have you ever done all 5 every day for a week? That's the challenge. What I'd like you to do is actually try it tomorrow or today, and then come back to this page and just post how it feels down below this video. Just share the story. I think you'll hear a lot of people saying, holy crap, that one day just changed my life. And I can't tell you, I've been blessed to teach millions of people around the world at High Performance Academy and in our High Performance Academy Master's Course and Video Series. Simple things like this that radically transform their life. And if it sounds common sense, then make it common practice. I want you to put all 5 elements into play today or tomorrow. Come back, tell us how it feels, what you experienced. Share this video with anybody you know who's stressed out of their mind, having trouble just dealing with life. Find them, give them this video. Share this on social media, do whatever you have to do. Let's put a little bit more humanity and just sanity back into our lives. At the same time, advance them. You do these 5 things for a week, you'll never, ever have felt like you got so much done so peacefully in a week. I promise you, you'll connect back with your center. You'll connect back and have all that magic that we call mindfulness. You have all that magic that we call just engagement. You have all that magic that we call enthusiasm for life. I know the difference it will make for you. If you like this, and you'd like to learn a whole lot more than just a short little video, then I encourage you to go through the High Performance Academy Master's Course. To this day, it is still the most comprehensive personal and professional development training program ever created, based on neuroscience, positive psychology, deep dive performance work to get you mastering your psychology, your physiology, your productivity, and your people skills. That's what it teaches. 15 weeks of online training. It's the most advanced in the industry, and that's literally the guarantee. If you've ever been through a better personal development or professional development program than High Performance Academy Master's Course, then you can get your money back after going through it. It's that good. It's legendary. And I'm going to be opening up registration to it. We haven't opened up registration in a very long time. We're going to be opening up registration to it very shortly. If you'd like to enroll in that, there's a link on this page where you can get the early bird notice when I finally open up here coming up in a week or so. So go ahead and enter your name there so you get early bird notice to High Performance Academy Master's Course online. I look forward to serving you in that program or in the next video I'll be releasing a couple more days from now. In the meantime, try the 5x50 formula. Come back to this page. Let us know how it went for you. I can't wait to hear your results. Until then, as always, go out there every single day of your life. Live fully, love openly, and make your difference today.